the tooth fairy's impact on my trust. So I recently stumbled upon this question. What's a harmless lie we tell kids that actually has long-term effects? It got me thinking about my childhood and one particular experience with the tooth fairy that really shaped my perspective on trust. Growing up, my parents were all about the magic of childhood. We had all the classic stories: Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and of course the tooth fairy. I remember when I lost my first tooth. It was such a big deal. I was maybe 6 years old and I felt like a rite of passage had just taken place. I couldn't wait to put my tiny tooth under my pillow and see what would happen. That night, I laid awake, excitement bubbling in my stomach. My imagination was running wild. The thought of a delicate fairy flying into my room, trading my tooth for a shiny coin, felt magical. My room was dimly lit, and I could picture her fluttering about, sprinkling fairy dust. It was a thrilling thought. My parents had built this world for me, and I fully embraced it. The next morning, I woke up and rushed to check under my pillow. There it was, a shiny quarter. I was so ecstatic that I practically squealed. I ran into my parents' room to show them my treasure, and they were just as excited as me. This cycle continued for a few more teeth, and I remember each time feeling that same rush of joy. But as I got older, I started to notice little inconsistencies. My parents would giggle when I brought up the tooth fairy, and sometimes I would hear them talking about it when they thought I was asleep. Then came the day I lost a particularly stubborn tooth. I was about 8 years old, and I remember feeling a bit uneasy. My younger brother had just lost his tooth too, but he was still in that magical phase. I decided to do some detective work. I stayed up late, pretending to sleep, waiting to catch the tooth fairy in action. Eventually, I heard my parents whispering in the hallway, and my heart sank. I tiptoed to the door and peeked out to catch my mom slipping a coin under my brother's pillow. In that moment, all the magic shattered. I felt betrayed. Something I had believed in so fiercely was revealed to be a mere fabrication. I confronted my parents the next morning, and they explained that it was all for fun, to encourage imagination. While I understood their intentions, I couldn't shake the feeling of mistrust. If they could lie about something as innocent as the tooth fairy, what else might they be hiding? This moment shaped my perspective on trust for years. I became more cautious about believing anything anyone would tell me, especially adults. It took a long time for me to realize that not every lie was harmful, and that sometimes these little stories are meant to foster creativity in childhood. But the initial sting of that revelation lingered. In retrospect, I can see the positives and negatives of that experience. It taught me to seek out the truth, but it also made me question the intentions behind even the most innocent of stories. Eventually, I learned to balance skepticism with a sense of wonder, but I still carry that lesson with me. So, what about you? Have you ever experienced something like this? Did a childhood lie shape how you view trust today? Share your stories in the comments below.